So you brought up a good point when you said women harshly rejecting men. Now, this is something that a lot of women got to understand too. I'm just gonna be 100.
For real.
Particularly black women, and I say this a lot, but I say it because it's true. When young black girls are coming up, they don't realize how mean they are. It's just a fact. Young black girls are mean as shit, especially to the boys they don't like. Now, to the boys that they like, it's a different kind of attitude, right? But as far as those harsh rejections, the neck rolling, the trying to make a nigga feel bad and ashamed, and it's too much.
Right.
Instead of her just saying, "No, I'm not interested. Whatever. I got a boyfriend. Maybe next time." She goes nuclear on certain young men.
I don't think we understand how afraid some guys are of rejection when we do reject them, and we don't empathize with men on that, and we don't truly understand, and I think that's a problem too. When I was growing up in the Bronx, I remember I had a friend. This is when I realized I need to be nice. You know what? So anyway, so when I was growing, I was like 15, and I had a friend, and she told me this story about what happened to her. And this was after this story, I turned down men with a smile. So she said that she was on her phone, and she was walking to the bus stop, and it was like 4 group of guys, and one of them was trying to talk to her, and she was on the phone, and she had an attitude because she thought that he was disrespectful trying to talk to her while she on the phone. So while she on the phone, this guy comes up to her, and she was like, can't you see I'm on the phone? And he said, and his friends was laughing at him, and that's what made him say no. And he grabbed her phone and walked back to his group of friends, and she was just like stunned, and I guess at that moment, he basically stole her phone.
Basically stole,
yeah. I was just and once I heard that story, I was like, wow, that's dangerous.
Well, and you got young black girls are mean as hell, but me as a man, I know that for not all, but a lot of young black boys, we didn't do the right thing either. Like growing up, the biggest thing was gangbangs. This is my era. For real, it was a gangbang era, and I think about it now. It was trash. It was buffoonery. You see what I'm saying? It was horrible. Oh my God, I hate when people call me on my live stream. It was like horrible, but that was one of the things that I guess was cool. It was just in the environment, like, yeah, man, let's see if she can do this or that. And for a lot of us, man, we took it too far with a lot of young women simply because they liked us. You see what I'm saying? I came up in the gangbang era, and I think about it, as an older man, and I'm like, damn, I can see how a lot of women are scared of men as well, because having a young woman do something simply because she like a young man, and me as a grown man now, I'm like, well, I could have led this girl in the right direction, or I could have led her in the wrong direction based off of her affection for me. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But some women I led in the right direction. Other women I did lead in the wrong direction based on, where I was mentally. And when I think about it, it wasn't, the right thing to do. And, like a lot of that shit I think back now and I do regret it. You know what I mean? Just period. So,
yeah, and to add on to what you said, I think men understand that it is in a woman's nature to follow them, because they're naturally leaders, and we're naturally natural followers, and to do what they ask us to do. Like that's us saying no to a man that we really hold in high regard is a very hard thing to do as a woman. And to say no based on our morality, it's easier to do that if it's based off of what we believe in. But that's really hard because we naturally want to submit to you. And to abuse that, that's always in the back of our minds. Like, does he really have our best interests at heart? And a lot of young women, they don't know that.